That's really weird. My brain keeps disassociating, like with what I'm doing. Like it's like on that coming back here, I'm like, it feels like I'm watching TV.
Hi, my name is Blake, and this is me riding a scooter with FPV goggles connected to a drone mounted to the scooter. It was an idea birthed from childhood. Thinking back on those days of merriment and wonder, countless hours spent navigating imaginary worlds from a God's eye perspective, before the inevitable chokehold of adulthood takes hold, plummeting us headfirst into a world of responsibilities and choices, holding us under, gasping for air, until we eventually give in. So yeah, that was the idea. Could I ride a motorcycle in third person? To make this a reality, I would be using an FPV style drone that allows you to operate the drone using goggles. My first thought was to have someone flying the drone behind me as close as possible, but the feeling of motion screws with me enough as it is. If I added another layer of movement from the drone, I would probably puke. So I decided to mount the drone to my scooter. I chose the scooter because it is low to the ground and easy to get a foot down, and it matches my outfit. The scooter is a 1985 Honda Elite 250. I also took this scooter on a mountain adventure. I'll attach a link above. On a scale of fabrication skills, I like to think of myself as a MacGyver, but in reality I'm more of a MacGruber.
Toss me that copper wire.
You got it, MacGruber.
To build the mount to hold the drone, I used an old speaker stand sandwiched on the rear rack of the scooter. The stand itself was way too wobbly, so I added a 2x4 to add some rigidity. I want the drone to be as stable as possible to avoid aforementioned puke. And just because I'm a professional, I even painted a fadey blotchy blackish color. And this is the final result. Nothing short of perfection. For my first attempt, I went to a nearby abandoned road that was just a straight flat stretch. My buddy Will came along with his Marty McFly skateboard to help me film.
Alright, this is recording. This is recording. Is the 360 recording?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Ignition. On. Put on the brake. Kickstand.
This is what I am seeing in the goggles.
Oh my god. Okay.
I honestly cannot remember a time that I've ever giggled this much on a motorcycle.
Give myself a second.
What's up?
Gotta give myself, my stomach is, that's really weird.
If you have ever used VR, then you have an idea of the sensation. But the movement of the scooter amplifies that sensation by 10.
Left. Right. Stay still. Look ahead. Look ahead. Oh, there's a bug.
At first, it was really unsettling and physically confusing.
Whoa! Yeah, I can't see bumps. Alright. That's so weird. What is it? I guess it doesn't look like anything to you. That little bump over there, just my stomach's like, whoop.
Yikes.
Okay.
Pop a bunch of grab on.
Just keep going. Okay, I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna try to turn around right there. I don't know where I'm pointing. This is so weird.
definitely gotten better at this. I don't think I want to go ride it in traffic, but like, yeah, not as bad as it was at first. The weirdest thing is that because it's like a fisheye lens, the horizon is, it looks so far away, right? And so if there's a bump, I have no scale. I have no scale of how big it is. Like if there's a hill, I can't even tell. It looks flat. And turning sharp corners is very strange. I'm gonna walk it on this one. Okay. It's definitely getting easier. It's kind of like if you've played VR, you know, like the first 10 minutes of VR it's kind of terrible. You feel like you're gonna puke, and then, but you get used to it. It's not so bad. Okay. Let's try to ride off-road here. Look ahead a little bit. Focus on the horizon. Remember that we're not watching TV. Oh. But aside from my drone attempting to kamikaze me, things are going pretty good. I never fell over or crashed into anything. Let's try a corner. Another thing that makes this experience unsettling is the lack of peripheral vision. I can only see what's in front of me, and that makes checking for traffic impossible. I think I'm in a bus loop. Hey Will, am I going into a bus loop?
What's that?
Oh, am I going into a bus loop? I don't want to go into the bus loop. So should I turn? I can't see what's right or left.
I guess.
Okay, let's do a U-turn and we'll go back on the road I was on. Full speed. Okay. Can't see if anyone's coming. It's weird turning your head and it having no effect on what you can see. U-turns are the hardest. Not being able to check over my shoulders or look left or right for traffic made me pretty much entirely uninterested in riding this thing on busy roads with traffic. Surprise. Although the visual of being passed by someone on a scooter with FPV goggles is a pretty wonderful visual in my head.
You got a bit of a dip on your right side. There you go. You're good now, you clear it.
Overall, I would call this a success.
Don't use the front brake riding off-road, Blake.
I think you could ramp it up and try more technical things. I do have a buddy who's really good at backflips, but he gracefully declined my offer to lend him my drone setup. Stupid obstacle avoidance. As my drone continued to attempt murder, I decided to wrap this one up for the day. If you enjoyed this, then subscribe and stick around. Leave a like and say hello. You know the deal. I love you all and we'll see you again real soon.